Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Papa Grizz. Papa Grizz was first to say first in one of my recent videos and thus wins his shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of a neat new plane. This is the Attop P01 Sky Soar. Now, what is the Sky Soar? The Sky Soar is a stabilized 3-channel RC aircraft. Now, before I go into it, I want to give you a little caveat here. This arrived... This was shipped to me using free shipping method, and I do not recommend getting this one via free shipping. I would recommend paying a little more to get the expedited shipping. Hopefully that won't cause the problem that I had with the free shipping method, in that this arrived where the box looked like it was run over by a truck. It was really mangled. The drone was really mangled. I have pictures of it. I'll try to show you here. But fortunately, this being composed, I believe it's EPP foam. If not, I'll correct it here. This being composed of foam, it's very easy to reshape the foam if it gets bent out of shape and twisted out of shape. This was severely warped out of the box. But using heat will do. You know, use your wife's hair dryer if she has a hair dryer, or I use her steamer sometimes too. She has a facial steamer. Or other people just dip it in hot water, dip the misshapen parts in hot water, and you can use a little bit of bending at the same time, and you can bend foam back into shape very easily, folks. And that's what I had to do with this drone. Hopefully I was able to bend it back into shape enough that it'll fly. We'll find out today when we take it out to fly. But let's go over the drone real quick. Now, I mentioned it's 3-channel control. 3-channel with ailerons providing the turning for this drone, and elevator up and down control for this drone, along with throttle control. So you got throttle, elevators, and ailerons for turning. Okay, there is no rudder control through this. These are strictly elevators for this particular aircraft when you're using the controls with that. And I'll show that too also when I put a battery in this. Now, I mentioned that it's stabilized, so that this will automatically try to maintain level flight, especially if you let go of the stick. Now, unfortunately, you cannot turn off that stabilization, so you really won't be able to do loops and rolls with this particular aircraft. Okay, this is strictly a beginner's pilot, or beginner pilots learn to fly airplane. Stabilized, supposedly easy to fly. We'll find out when we take it out to fly. Stabilized aircraft for beginner pilots. Now let's look it over again on the bottom here. You have a bottom rudder tail skid. There is no landing gear on this aircraft, so this is strictly hand launched only. Okay, so keep that in mind too, folks, that it's strictly hand launched. Now, what do you get in the package with this particular aircraft? You get the instruction manual, you get the airplane. If I said drone before, I'm sorry. Do too many drone videos. You get a very, very common 380 milliamp hour battery, 3.7 volts. This one is sized, let's see here. I can't, my eyes are getting really bad, folks. But it's 7.75, 20, 35, which means 7.5 millimeters in thickness, 20 millimeters in width, and 35 millimeters in length. So very common. You could probably even fit a 500 in here too, because this battery bay is very large. So you could probably put larger batteries if you so desire, but try to keep it light, and you'll get better flight performance out of this, I'm sure. You get a battery charger with this. You get a spare propeller in case the propeller breaks, a screwdriver, and that's probably to replace, no, it's not to replace the propeller. I am not sure what they would give you the screwdriver for, because I don't see anything on here where that requires screwdriver. Oh, the wing. Okay, there you go. The wing is screwed into place, so if you need to get inside to fix a broken push rod on this, you can do such. Now, I mentioned broken push rod. Again, this does have servo control, since this is elevator and ailerons. Very, very thin. Okay, so these could process. I'm surprised they didn't break when they were shipped to me, but they're attached via little prongs on the end here. These are unusual also as compared to other attachments for RC aircraft. I'm not sure this one's actually attached, folks, so I got to double check that one. But that one is attached properly. And along with these aileron servos too, independent aileron servos, they work very oddly too. Let me show you that. Let me let's plug a battery in and just show you that. But before I do that, let's go over the controller real quick. The controller is basic. You have throttle. Although it suggests you have rudder control, this is an operative. This does nothing with the airplane. So if you want to turn, you got to give it pitch control here on this right stick. And this is your elevator for up, down, elevator movement. So, you know, throttle for climbing and diving, or climbing and descending. If you want to pitch up or pitch down, you go with the elevator. And if you go roll left and roll right with the ailerons. The on-off switch works. These buttons are inoperative. They do nothing, along with these buttons do nothing. These buttons do nothing also, but these buttons are for your pitch trim, and these buttons are for your roll trim. And finally, there's one other button that's operative, and that's this one here. It has dual rates, so if you want higher bank angles and higher pitch angles, you press this button here. Now let's put a battery in this and show you how these control surfaces work. So hold on, folks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm plugging in my 380 milliamp hour battery into that and just putting it in the center surface right there. So yeah, there's a lot of room for bigger batteries if you want to use them. Bigger LiPo, 3.7 LiPos, just about all would work in this. Okay, to bind the controller to the airplane, you got to go up and down. Okay, now we have control of the surfaces. Notice how the ailerons automatically move as I tilt left or right to automatically try to level the aircraft if it's in flight. Same with the elevators going up or down as you tilt the aircraft up or down. Now again, I mentioned we only have aileron control and elevator control, as you see there. So the rudder control again does nothing. I move it left or right, nothing happens with the airplane, but we do have throttle. We should have throttle. So okay, that's how the aircraft works. Let's take it out in the field and fly it and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy this flight. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and we are out at one of my favorite flying fields for today's flight of the P01 from Attop. I already have this thing bound to the controller, so we're ready to go here. I'm noticing that the control surface is working as I move it back and forth, along with the tail surfaces moving up and down as I go left or right, up and down. That's the gyro stabilization in action. Now we have a little bit of wind today, about 3 miles per hour, 3 to 5 miles per hour. It builds up and goes. We'll see how well it flies in the wind when the wind picks up. So here we go. The wind's coming from that direction. Checking the throttle, and away we go. Well, it flies. Requires quite a bit of throttle to fly, though. Let's try it again. And also, let's see here, checking my propeller. My propeller looks good, so we're going to give it again. Give it another shot. And away we go. Trying to turn it. Let's turn to the right. Don't want to turn. Don't want to turn, so apparently it's not working as well as I thought it would. Let's check those control surfaces to see why it's not turning. Control surfaces are working, except this one here is not going down. No, they don't go down, they just go up. So if I want to turn this way, it should be turned there. Okay, this time I'm going to throw it away from the wind. Let's see if that helps it. Don't turn, it just don't. Okay, I got it to turn that time. It has to go real fast. You got to get it up to speed first, but there we go, it's turning, working now. This is a fast flyer, folks. And I got it almost full throttle to keep it in the air. But we got wind. It's flying in the wind. Now again, this cannot do tricks. And it doesn't turn very well. Although those control surfaces are working. Maybe if I give it a little elevator too. Yeah, there you go. Pulling back on the stick to turn. Even then it's not turning right. Here we go, coming back again. Not going that way. Right turn. Coming back again. So I'm surprised how much. Okay, there we go. I got it going now. Not sure what the issue was. There, coming around again. Needs a lot of real estate to turn. I thought it would turn faster, but this little thing doesn't. And there goes the wind. Again, wind is an issue with this plane. It buffets it, but it's able to fly in it. Trying a right turn. Going way over there to turn. Because of the wind at my back. Okay. Cutting back to that throttle. Going around again. When it goes downwind, it takes a lot of real estate to turn, folks, when it goes downwind, so keep that in mind. Upwind turning is not too bad, but downwind needs a lot of real estate. So I'm going to go over here, turn it around again, turning. Let's see how much it takes it to turn. Interesting airplane. P01. Turning, more throttle, keep it in the air, a little elevator too. Coming back at me. How about the other way? Turning to the left. Left turn. Yeah, this thing needs a lot of area to fly. Keep that in mind, folks. You need a big field like this to fly it. This is not going to fly in a gym, unfortunately. Bringing it back. But the stabilization is working. It just doesn't like to turn very much. And the reason why, I'll show you here when we get it down here. It's aileron. It does not have a down aileron. It only has up aileron for turning. I'm going to stop it right there. The reason being, now I'm going to run out of real estate over there, and I don't want to go over the road to turn it. But I'll show you why the problem why it's having such a hard time turning. Okay, I'm going to leave it on the ground here so it doesn't flutter in my hand, but I'm going to hold it steady. But now notice that aileron there. If I want to turn to the right here, let's turn it this way so you can see this. But okay, if I turn to the right, we get full deflection of up on the right aileron, which should tilt the right wing down, but this left aileron stays level. Okay, it doesn't go down. Okay, that would give us more oomph to do a turn, and also the stabilization comes into play too during a turn. That tends to make it hard to turn. Okay, we definitely would need down aileron, and unfortunately there's no way to correct that with this airplane. Okay, here's center stick. The stabilization system in effect is fighting the turn. Okay, and we just don't have the authority we need to do a turn with just an upward pointed aileron. Here's a left turn. We got an upward aileron here to push this wing down, but we don't have a reciprocal downward aileron to push this wing up. So that's why it's having a hard time turning. So that is a design error in effect. But let's give it another shot here. Use up the battery for the rest of the flight. Going into the wind this time. So neat concept, neat idea, but just not fully implemented, causing it to be a difficult to turn airplane. Trying to turn to the right. Doesn't want to turn. because of the stabilization system fighting the aileron upward deflection. Let's try it again. You got to give it a lot of speed for it to turn, in effect, folks. If you slow down, it won't turn. It's got to be moving real fast, because of the way that's designed. Okay, I got to turn it now. Again, it has to be really trucking. Let's try a left turn. Not into the sun. Left turn. One downwind. Right turn. Yeah, this does not like to be flown slowly. You got to be moving fast with this one to turn it. Okay, let's bring it down lower here. I'm way high because of the throttle I'm giving it to turn. More throttle to turn. Pushing down on the elevator to bring it down. Doesn't want to do that. Come down here. Full throttle. Get some speed. So, P01 from Attop. Has potential. Just got to redesign it a bit there to give that other aileron to work. And right now I'm running out of gas now because of the speed I have to run this thing. Okay, we're going to call it quits there because I'm having to give it more and more throttle to keep it in the air. So, okay, now some folks are going to say, yeah, well, that's problem is caused because of the warping of the wing from the repairs. No. This really definitely needs the other aileron to go down to help that turn in the turn. Right now, again, the only way to turn, if you want to turn this, you have to be going really fast for just that upward deflection alone to turn the wing. Another way they could redesign this is maybe move these ailerons a little bit outboard to give it more leverage in the turn. So that's the P01, how it flies. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.